welcome to episode 20 of the Arctic Knitting Podcast. My name is Emilie and I'm coming to you from the north of Norway, and you can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Emilie Bjørnå, and we also have a group for this podcast which is called the Arctic Knitting Podcast and can be found in the group tabs on Ravelry. So I've done that introduction like 5 times and I finally got through it. So this is going to be a little bit of a different episode. I am quite busy, I don't really have time to do this, but I really wanted to get an episode out there. So I'm going to do this. Well, I don't have any Arctic Living segment and I don't have any acquisitions, so those two goes out. And I am not going to do any show notes this time, and I am not going to do any editing. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. Try Instagram, that's probably the best place to reach me these days. And I will be happy to answer them. I just don't have time to sit down and write show notes. I promise you, maybe, that it will be a one-time thing. The show notes will be back from the next episode. So I wanted to say to the people that won yarn prizes in the Shorttember knit-along that I am sorry, but I haven't sent them out. I will send them out as soon as I get time to go to the post office. It's just been crazy hectic around here and I am almost not outside at all. I also wanted to say that I'm sorry to all of you that I haven't answered on Ravelry. I really have been avoiding Ravelry these days because I should be spending all my time reading for my exams, and if I go into Ravelry, there goes the hours. I also wanted to say to those of you who have ordered custom dyed yarn, I think I have reached out to all of you, but if you have ordered a custom dye job and you haven't heard from me, I am going to dye that after the 10th of December. So I think that's it. Yeah, I also wanted to talk with you and ask, I kind of want to do Vlogmas. Everyone is doing Vlogmas, it seems like, and I've been watching a few of them, even though I don't have time, and it looks like so much fun. And I really wanted to join in on it, but this next week I'm going to study. Today is Saturday the 3rd of December, and I have an exam on the 5th, which is Monday, and then I have the next one on the 9th, which is next Friday. And if you have been following me, you know that I don't study in the town where I live, so I have a 4-hour drive to get to the place where I have to take the exam, so it takes 2 days because I drive up the day before because I have to cross 2 mountains and it's just too risky driving like 4 o'clock in the morning. And but I was thinking, I have my last exam the 9th of December, and in Tromsø, which is 50 kilometers north of where I am. And for this exam, it's going to be the last one in my bachelor degree, so I'm done with my education next Friday. Yay! So me and my boyfriend are going up to Tromsø together, and we're staying in a hotel, and we're going out to have some dinner, and we're going shopping. There are some Christmas markets going on that weekend. But I was thinking maybe I should just jump on then and do Vlogmas from the 10th of December and until 1st of January. I'm not going to do any Christmas stuff before that anyway. I haven't even put up my Advent star, which is supposed to come up the first Sunday. So, yeah, let me know what you think. I have really enjoyed watching other podcasters' vlogs lately. So if you want to see them from me, let me know, and I think I will do that. Because it's a free world and there isn't any rules that you have to vlog every day throughout the whole of December. At least I don't think so. So I'm just going to start the 10th. So I'm just going to jump into finished objects. And I have three pairs of finished objects. I have 3 finished objects and all of them are socks. The first one, or first pair, are these ones. These are my own hand-dyed yarn. Arctic Yarns in an ambulance is going by. This is my own hand-dyed yarn, and it's an I'm special color, which means that it's an one of a kind. Just experimenting, or I don't remember. I was either experimenting or I was just done dyeing and I just put everything that was left over in the pot just to use all the dye, so it wasn't wasted. So this is plain vanilla socks. It is, I love this color. I'm a little bit ashamed that I didn't write down what I was doing. It has some bright, ooh, camera's on the other side. Some bright red and pinks and blues and purples. So this is, as I said, it's a Fish Lips Kiss heel, and it is just my normal socks, normal toe, but it's been twisted while blocking. That's weird. I think I've done the toes the wrong way around, so that it's... Yeah, they will work. It's for me. That's okay. You can see that I have the decreases, which normally goes on the side. I have on the top and the bottom. And I have that on both socks. But it seems like it's just from the blocking that it has been twisted on the blockers. Anyway, Fish Lips Kiss heel 2.5mm needles and 56 stitches. So those are going into my box of socks, which is not big enough. I think I have 20 pairs in there. My other finished pair of socks you haven't seen. It's a pair of vanilla socks, and I have knitted them in the Regia Perfect yarn. This is the kind of yarn where you wind off a little bit of yellow, and then you knit the rib in the first color, and then you just knit the leg of the socks until you have done all the stripes before you start the heel. And then you knit the foot, and then you just wind off and wind off. For me it's a lots of blue to wind off, and then I wind off some yellow again, and then I start on the second sock. So they turn out perfectly matching. I really enjoyed the stripes of this one. I really love that color. As you can see, I have the camera on the opposite side of what I normally have, because I had to have that thing in, because I have, yeah, never mind. So that is my second finished object. I have been knitting socks because I can do that while studying. My third finished object is my, I think I'm going to call this for Sigrid. It's my Sigrid socks. Boop, 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 boop. And this is my own design. I'm going to get this test knitted and released sometime. I'm not doing anything about that right now. It's too much. But this is knit in my yarn on the Snøbase, which is, you can see it a little bit, it's my sparkly base. And it is 2.5mm needles and 60 stitches. I'm going to write it up for 3 different sizes. And I have used this heel. It's in heel flap and gusset, and I never know what this is called, because it's just, for me it's just a heel my grandma taught me, and that we have always used, so it's just a normal heel. It doesn't have a name, it's just a normal heel. But that is my third finished object, and they will match my design hat. And this is the perfect segue into works in progress. Because as many of you might remember, I designed a hat a while ago, and I had it test knitted, and I had the pattern ready to release. Oh well, almost. I haven't gone through the test knitter's notes yet, but it is almost ready. But I have lost the hat that I knit, so I didn't have any finished object to take photos of, because I left it somewhere. So I am making a new version. I love this color. It is going to be, let's see, my hair is still wet. I think this is going to look gorgeous with my hair color. So this one is for me, and I have done 3 repeats out of 4. Originally I had written the pattern for 5 repeats, and then I got feedback from many of my test knitters that it was too big and they had only done 4, and now that I'm knitting it again I see that 4 repeats is more than no, it's not more than enough, it's perfect. I couldn't, 3 would be too short and 5 would be too much for me, but 3 will probably do for a nice tight beanie, it's called beanie kind of thing, kind of hat. So that's why I use test knitters, because they give me really great feedback. This pattern especially has changed a lot from while I first wrote it up, and then I knitted it and changed a bit, and then my test knitters gave me really great feedback. So it changed quite a bit through the test knitting process as well. And that's why I use them. That's why I use test knitters, is because I want to know what I've done wrong and what could be better in the pattern. So I think this pattern is going to be quite good when it comes out. So now I just need to finish this, wash it, block it, and take photos of it. Maybe I'll try to take photos of this next weekend in Tromsø, because it's really hard to take photos of anything this time of year, because it's 1 o'clock and it's getting dark already, and we have like 2.5 hours of daylight each day, and to be honest it never gets like real daylight, it just gets light but not, it's still gloomy outside. The light is very blue, the sun is never above the horizon, and it's hard to take good photos, especially when you have to take them at noon, because that's the only time there is light, and I don't have time to do photos at noon, and neither does my boyfriend because he's working. So I'm thinking maybe I'll try to get photos of this in Tromsø. Yeah. I don't think I talked around myself, and I forgot to mention that this is my own hand-dyed. It's Arctic yarn. The colorway is kinda teal, and the base is forest or skog. I name my bases in Norwegian, and then I put the English one in, yeah, so that people can see the translation. This is called skog, which means forest, and it is because it's a warm and cozy DK weight. So I actually started winding my yarn by hand, just because it takes longer, and I can just kind of sit and do that while watching school stuff, because I have kind of, it's not that easy to watch a video of tax law, like lectures, so called. It's not easy to watch lectures from tax law when you don't have anything in your hands. So then I just start with my phone and I start knitting, and I always start knitting on something that is too complicated, so I don't, yeah. So that's why I won my yarn by hand. I also did the same thing for the socks that I forgot to mention. And I'm going to block this. They haven't been blocked. And this is another pair of vanilla socks. I'm going to show this off on Instagram when I have blocked them and taken photos of them, because they look so much prettier than they do in this light. This is beautiful oranges, pinkish red, and just light pink. And it's a tweed yarn. It's from Maskepiken, which is a Norwegian indie dyer. And the color is named, let me see if I remember this, it is called Smelta Softies, which means in English would be melted ice cream. The base is Harry, and it's a tweedy nep base, and I really love how this turned out. And because I was knitting them while studying, they are quite short because I felt like I had to accomplish something. So I have enough yarn for another pair, so I think I will have 2 pairs of this. Maybe the other one will be a little bit like 60 stitches, just to see how the yarn placement changes. That's really fun to knit 2 pairs of socks from the same skein with just 4 stitches a difference, because they turn out so different often. And I also have a pair of socks on the go, and I have done the same with that yarn. This is what I always take with me outside. I have just wound up the yarn by hand just to use time to do it. This is gorgeous. The yarn is from the Yarnery, and it's Rusty Wagon Wheel, and it is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon, and it's a normal sock yarn, fingering weight, and I am knitting vanilla socks. This is also a little bit on the shorter side, and this is the first sock, so I've only gotten this far. But I really enjoy working on these, and I will bring them to Tromsø, because I'm going to Tromsø tomorrow. So, I think that's it for works in progress. That was fast. It's been a long time since I have had 60 minutes after the work in progress. Now, I promised you last time that I was going to talk about kofter. This is the first kofte I knit for myself. It's a round yoke, and it is the Fana kofte, which is a very traditional Norwegian. You can see that the button band is a little bit wonky, and this is not the traditional color. Let's see, I have a book here. This is the traditional. I also have a rounded yoke on mine, because the traditional kofte also has often had sewn in arms. But more and more lately, because it's been really popular knitting kofter again. So it's been more and more like rounded yokes and raglan decreases. And me and Lily from Nordic Stitches podcast are going in the new year, from the 1st of January I think, we are going to host a kofte along. We are both getting hooked. I am working on 2 more koftes right now. One for my mom, which I have been working on since May, and one for myself that I started on before last Christmas. It's not that they take forever to knit, it's just I haven't been working on them. So I want to finish those 2, and I want to cast on another one, because they are really fun to knit and they are so great to wear. This one is, the fit isn't perfect on this, but normally I wear it open, and I just blame it on it's being my first one. This one actually my grandma bought yarn for, and it is buttons. This is the kind of buttons that are on koftas. It's not necessarily that pattern, but it is like this metallic buttons. And these buttons are from my grandma's button stash. I also have bought buttons. I'm just going to show you those since I'm talking about kofta. This one with the Salbu rose. And this is the buttons for the kofte that I'm knitting for my mom. So as I said, it's been really popular the later years knitting kofter. We were thinking of hosting a kofte along, and I've been thinking a little bit about what goes into what is a kofte. It's for me traditionally it is a garment which is a jacket or a cardigan, and it has stranded color work, and it has sewn in arms. I started reading a little bit in this book. This is a pattern book called Kofteboken, which is Book of Kofter. This is number 1. I don't have number 2, but my mother-in-law has it, and I'm going to borrow that to look through it to find out what my next kufte project is. I also have books like these, and there are kuftes in here, but it is also like other Norwegian knits, like hats, and I don't think there's any mittens in this, but yeah. There's an embroidered one. And I've made myself this one, the white one. But it was unfortunately too small. I'm not sure I even have it anymore. But anyway, I've been thinking about what to put in the word kufte, and I think that everything that is a garment for the upper body with stranded knitting. So it could be a rounded yoke, it could be I would also welcome a dress or a tunica, but it has to have stranded knitting, and yeah, that's about it. That's about the requirements. Stranded knitted garments. I think I will allow knits for kids as well, so that if you want, you could knit a garment for someone that is smaller than an adult. But I'm not sure, because there is quite it's more work. It's very much more work to knit a kufte for an adult. So I was thinking that I might do some kind of point system, so that if you knit a smaller one, you get lesser point, and a bigger one gets more point. And kuftes like this, that is patterned all the way down, will get more point than the ones that have only in the yoke. So I'm going to show you a few examples. Also, I don't think I said it, but sweaters and pullovers and yeah, will be allowed. I don't think I will allow this one. I haven't really thought about this. But this is one of the ones that I want to knit. This is called Bøvertun, and this has sewn in arms, and I think it looks so gorgeous. And I want to knit it in lighter colors, like maybe I don't know. This is the same one. This is, if you, I'll show you that. This is Bøvertun, and you can see that it has this square pattern down all the body. And this is the same one in another version. No, it's not. I'm lying to you. I messed this up. Let's see. There it is. This is the same one in another version. This doesn't have the squares, and it is a rounded yoke. And I really love these colors. I'm not sure though if I'm going to make it with the squares or without. We'll just have to see what I feel like when I cast on. This is another one that has pattern, not just on the top, but it's not stranded. It's not all stranded. I really love this as well, and I think it would look gorgeous in like an earthy brown color and with teal, bright turquoise color up in the pattern. So I'm thinking about that one. And I am also this one. This one I think will have to, yeah, I need it. This is Haukeli kofte, and it is so gorgeous. This is the one that I fell for. I really love that color combination and the neckband, and that it's different down here, and I love all of the pattern. Yeah, so I need that one. I will definitely need that one. I'm just not sure when. It won't be this week, that much I know. And I also wanted to show you, just because now I've shown you a few there that is really lots of work, but this one would also go as a kofta. It's just a simple design. It has stranded knitting on the yoke and on the bottom, and it is, if you are not that into the look of like these kind of things that has stranded knitting all over them, this kind of pattern would be great. Now, many of the Norwegian patterns are only available in Norwegian, but when I start, some of them are also available in English. And when I start a thread for this, knit-along, I am going to put lots of inspiration and pattern suggestions in that thread. Let's see, I'm looking for a special one. I can't find it. Yeah, this was not what I was looking for, but this is like stockings that match the one that I'm wearing. And I think mine is going to be in the front. There's one more thing that I really want to make, and that is this one. This is, for me at least, the most traditional Norwegian sweater, and I want to make it for myself with a rounded yoke, and I want to make it in like pale blue and white. It's not my colors, and I'm not sure where I want them, but I do. And I want to make it white with pale blue, so that the black hair will be white and the other will be, the white will be pale blue, so it will be white with pale blue pattern. And then I want to make a pale blue with white pattern for Ludvig, so that we can be all matchy. And I don't really enjoy being matchy, but if we are going to have the same hand knitted garment, that will be perfect. So I think that's about it. This episode is only half an hour, and I'm hoping that the next thing that you will see is a vlog. Let me know if you will enjoy that, and yeah, I'm just going to get back to I'm just going to upload this. I'm not going to edit it, and I'm going to get back to studying, and I'm going to be good at it, and I'm going to rule these exams, and I'm going to be done with my education next Friday, and I can't wait. And I will try after I'm done to, no, I won't try, I will be more able to keep up with social media and with knitting and with the community, and I really enjoy it. And I even have on my MacBook, I have always get logged in directly. When I put in Ravelry.com, I just go straight to my page. I have made my Safari just forget that, so that when I go to Ravelry, I have to actually log in. So I have a few times I have gone over to Ravelry and I have to log in, and I think, no, this is what I'm supposed to do, and then I log out again. I have been keeping a little bit up on Instagram, but I'm trying to avoid that as well, because I need all the time in the world to get these exams done. And yeah, so I'm going to, this is what I do. I use every opportunity to just not study, and I just talk forever and ever to keep myself busy. So I will see you in a week, 9th. I hope that I will make a vlog the 9th of December, but I'm not going to be able to upload it until the 10th, because we are away, and I probably won't have internet connection. I'm not sure, and if I do, I won't be in a hotel anyway. I will be out and about. So yeah, I will see you soon. It's always be the same time. Bye.